Hi, it's Mrs. Clark. Welcome to Lesson 2 in Unit 1, Characteristics of Numbers. Before we begin, I want to make sure that you're ready. Do you have your math notebook and any notes that you need for this video? Do I have your attention? Are you focused? If so, let's get started. Today we're going to look at prime and composite numbers. By the end of this video, you will be able to identify and describe the characteristics of prime and composite numbers. You will be able to demonstrate with pictures and explain out loud or in writing why a number is prime or composite. So let's start with prime numbers. A whole number is considered prime if it's greater than 1 and has exactly two factors, 1 and itself. For example, I know the number 5 is prime because it only has two factors. There's only one way with two numbers to multiply to get the number 5, and that's 5 and 1. I can do 1 times 5, or I can do 5 times 1. But either way, I'm still multiplying only two numbers together to get 5. There's no other whole numbers that when multiplied together will give me the number 5. And that's why 5 is considered prime. It only has two factors. Go ahead and pause the video and think of some other prime numbers that you know. Composite numbers. A whole number is considered composite if it's greater than 1 and has more than two factors. For example, the number 9 is composite because it has three factors, 1, 3, and 9. And I can put those numbers into multiplication sentences to prove it. 1 times 9 is 9, and 3 times 3 is 9. I could add a third number sentence that said 9 times 1 is 9, but I'm still using the same numbers, right? So I know that 9 is a composite number because it has three factors, 1, 3, and 9. As long as my number has more than two factors, I can call it composite. Pause the video and see if you can think of some other composite numbers. Let's look at some rectangular arrays and how we can picture or draw prime and composite numbers. Let's take a look again at that prime number 5. Now remember the factors of the number 5, they were just 1 and 5. If I want to use blocks to make a rectangle or a square, here's how I could do it. I could line up 5 blocks on top of each other and make the number 5. I could also turn that shape on its side and do it this way. But I'm still only showing the number 5 one way in a picture, even though I turn the number on its side. It's still just one picture, right? Let's look at the number 9, which we said was composite. Remember the factors for the number 9, 1, 3, and 9? Let's see what pictures we can make. I could do a 3 by 3 square. That equals 9. There's 9 boxes inside that square. That equals 9. Or I could do a similar picture before, and I could line up 9 blocks on top of each other or side by side. So with the number 9, I have two ways to show the number with two different pictures. Prime numbers can only be made one way. They only have one picture. Composite numbers have multiple pictures. So that's another way that you can know if a number is prime or composite. If you can make more than one picture that's different, your number is composite. If you can only make your picture one way, your number is prime. Well, that's it for today. We learned about prime and composite numbers, and we learned how to show prime and composite numbers with pictures in rectangular arrays. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next video.